Welcome back to Shiny Now. First up, we're jetting off to Transylvania where King Charles has a secret sanctuary. For over 25 years, the monarch has escaped the British palaces for the wildflower meadows and charming villages of Romania, owning properties and finding solace in its natural beauty. This isn't just a holiday spot. It's a deep connection rooted in tradition, biodiversity, and even a surprising family tree link to Vlad the Impaler himself. We're uncovering the full story behind his most unlikely royal retreat. Next, we're shifting gears to the British royal family, where tensions might finally be easing. Prince Harry made a rare visit to the UK, sparking hope for reconciliation with his father, King Charles. Sources reveal a secret peace summit was not only successful but has opened the door for more regular visits. But the biggest question on everyone's mind: could this lead to King Charles finally meeting his grandchildren, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, in a significant shift for the royal family dynamic? And speaking of Prince Harry, he's opening up about his priorities following that UK reunion. In a candid conversation, Harry revealed that his father, King Charles, is now his focus. Could this be the turning point for mending their fractured relationship? We're breaking down what Harry said about his dad, his children visiting Britain, and his life in the US. This is a developing story with major implications for the royal family. Finally, buckle up for a massive political event. United States President Donald Trump is heading to the UK for a state visit, triggering one of the largest security operations the country has seen since King Charles' coronation. We're talking unprecedented measures, from armed police and drones to airspace restrictions, all to ensure the safety of Trump and the royal family. We'll dive into the details of this high-stakes visit, the political implications, and the public's reaction. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a second of this. King Charles' Romanian sanctuary revealed. For over a quarter of a century, a remarkable ritual has unfolded, far from the gilded halls of British royalty. King Charles III, a figure synonymous with tradition and the crown, has been making an annual pilgrimage to the breathtaking wildflower meadows and picturesque villages of Transylvania, Romania. This isn't merely a fleeting visit. It's a profound connection to a land that has captivated him, a place where he owns not one, but two cherished properties: a 7-bedroom guest house in Zalanpadec and a historic farmhouse in Viscri, now famously known as the King's House. His love affair with Romania began in 1998, a period of personal turmoil following the tragic death of Princess Diana. Seeking solace, he found it in the serene landscapes and authentic culture of this Eastern European gem. Since then, he has returned almost yearly, describing the country's forests and sustainable practices as an incomparable richness of nature. His retreats are deliberately rustic. No Wi-Fi, no television, just the simple comforts of wooden beds and the symphony of crickets, offering a stark contrast to his royal life. Guests eager to experience this unique sanctuary can book stays at his properties for around $200 per night, enjoying activities from bear watching to crafting traditional chimney cakes. Count Tibor Kalnoky, a close friend and distant relative who helped Charles discover these havens, states that the king's consistent visits speak volumes about his deep convictions. All his convictions that he is trying to convey and fight for, he finds here, Kalnoky remarked, highlighting how Romania embodies the sustainable principles Charles champions. The monarch's presence has significantly impacted the local economy, drawing global attention and bolstering community initiatives. Caroline Fernalend of the Mihai Eminescu Trust points to Charles' crucial financial support for a groundbreaking ecological sewage system in Viscri, the first of its kind in Romania. It was the first ecological sewage system in Romania, she proudly shared. Adding another layer of intrigue, King Charles discovered in 1998 that he is a direct descendant of Vlad the Impaler, the infamous 15th-century ruler whose brutal tactics inspired Bram Stoker's Dracula. This unlikely ancestral link, tracing back 16 generations through Queen Mary, has become a point of fascination, with Charles reportedly sharing his lineage with actor Luke Evans during a discussion about the Dracula films. For Charles, Transylvania is more than a picturesque escape. It's a sanctuary where he experiences little opposition and immense appreciation, as biographer Catherine Mayer noted. He's not just a king there, but a cherished neighbor, as evidenced by his heartwarming picnic with the entire village of Zalanpadak. But the king's personal life isn't the only royal story making waves. Stay tuned as we explore potential breakthroughs in family relationships that could change everything. Royal reconciliation hopes rise. In a significant development that has the royal watching world buzzing, Prince Harry recently returned to the United Kingdom, marking a pivotal moment in his relationship with his father, King Charles III. While the primary purpose of his visit was to attend the Well Child Awards, insiders have confirmed that Harry also held a crucial meeting with his father, described as an important first step towards rebuilding their relationship. This face-to-face encounter, the first since February 2024, is being hailed as a secret peace summit. According to sources close to the situation, the meeting was a success, signaling a potential thaw in the strained relations between the Duke of Sussex and the royal family. Following this breakthrough, there's a growing belief among royal experts that Prince Harry is keen to visit the UK more regularly. The next major hurdle, and perhaps the most anticipated development, is the prospect of King Charles finally meeting his grandchildren, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. Royal insiders suggest that the king deeply desires to be an active grandfather. The king wants to be a grandfather to his grandchildren, so that's an important pull, a source reportedly told the Daily Mail. This desire was evident during Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee, where Charles was able to spend some time with Archie and Lilibet. This potential reunion with his grandchildren could mark a significant turning point, not just for the king, but for the entire family. Prince Harry himself has expressed a desire to reset his relationship with his family and with the people of the UK. While a full return to Britain might be unlikely, this could be the beginning of a more functional, wider family dynamic. However, obstacles remain, particularly Harry's insistence on guaranteed armed police protection for his family. Experts speculate that future meetings might occur at royal residences like Balmoral or Sandringham, where security can be more easily managed within a controlled perimeter. But the desire for connection doesn't stop there. Prince Harry is making his priorities clear, and it has everything to do with his father. Harry's royal focus, his father King Charles. Following a recent, closely watched reunion in the United Kingdom, Prince Harry has publicly declared that his father, King Charles III, will be his primary focus, as he navigates efforts to mend their fractured relationship. This statement comes after Harry's return to the UK in early September for what were described as crisis talks aimed at potentially repairing the rift that has grown since his and Meghan Markle's departure from royal duties in 2020. Sources suggest that the reunion, which took place at Clarence House, was emotionally charged, involving hugs and tears. During their approximately 54-minute conversation, Harry and Charles reportedly discussed personal matters, including the children and the king's health. This meeting was reportedly initiated by a handwritten letter from Harry to his father, expressing a strong desire to reconnect. Speaking to The Guardian, Prince Harry articulated his renewed commitment to his paternal relationship. "The focus really has to be on my dad," he stated. When questioned about the possibility of his children visiting Britain more often, Harry expressed a clear desire. "Yes, I would. This week has definitely brought that closer." This sentiment underscores a potential shift in his priorities, emphasizing familial bonds over past grievances. The journey towards reconciliation has been complex, marked by public statements and the release of Harry's memoir, Spare, which offered candid insights into his upbringing and the dynamics within the royal family. These revelations, coupled with bombshell interviews, had previously contributed to the strain on his relationships with his father and brother, Prince William. Despite the ongoing complexities and Harry's affirmation of his happiness living in California, his recent actions and words signal a significant effort to bridge the divide. "I don't know how much longer my father has," Harry had previously admitted to the BBC, expressing a deep-seated wish for reconciliation. While a permanent return to the UK appears unlikely, this renewed focus on King Charles suggests a hopeful new chapter in their father-son relationship. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, another high-profile figure is preparing for a major international event, one that demands unprecedented security measures. Trump's UK visit, a security spectacle. The United Kingdom is gearing up for an extraordinary security undertaking as United States President Donald Trump embarks on a highly anticipated two-day state visit from September 16–18, 2025. This operation is being meticulously planned and executed, drawing comparisons to the extensive security measures implemented during King Charles III's coronation in May 2023, making it one of the most challenging security operations in recent British history. The heightened security protocols are a direct response to recent events, including the fatal shooting of activist Charlie Kirk in the U.S. and an assassination attempt on Trump himself last year. President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump will arrive in London and proceed directly to Windsor, where they will be hosted by King Charles III and Queen Camilla. The visit, though slightly shortened from its original three-day plan due to White House scheduling, is set to involve a massive deployment of resources. Leading the charge is Thames Valley Police, in close collaboration with the Metropolitan Police, the U.S. Secret Service, and other UK agencies. Months of behind-the-scenes coordination have culminated in a visible increase in police presence around Windsor. The operation will involve a vast array of personnel and technology. Armed police officers, many of whom are specifically trained for firearms, will be deployed from across England and Wales. Specialist equipment, including tasers, rifles, shotguns, and even gear for chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear (CBRN) threats, will be on hand. Ballistic shields and comprehensive first aid kits will be standard issue for armed units. Airspace over Windsor and its surroundings will be restricted from Tuesday, September 16, until the President's departure on Thursday, September 18. This will be enforced by police drones and helicopters, ensuring no unauthorized aircraft enter the zone. The deployment of police drones is expected to be one of the largest in British history, serving dual roles of crowd monitoring and real-time intelligence gathering. Helicopters will provide aerial support and rapid response capabilities. While many security measures will be overt, such as armed patrols and road closures, others will remain covert for operational security. Security expert Graham Wetton, who managed intelligence for President George W. Bush's 2003 visit, notes that Trump's security detail will significantly surpass even those past stringent measures. Reflecting concerns about exposure, much of Trump's travel within the UK will be by helicopter rather than his heavily armored limousine, the Beast, to minimize time spent on the ground. The itinerary includes a welcome ceremony at Windsor Castle, a military flypast featuring the Red Arrows and F-35 jets, and a state banquet. However, a traditional carriage procession through Windsor streets has been scaled down to a procession within Home Park for security reasons. Notably, Liberal Democrat leader Ed Davey has announced he will boycott the state banquet in protest. On Thursday, Trump is scheduled to meet Prime Minister Keir Starmer at Chequers for bilateral talks, though he will not address the UK Parliament during this visit. Public demonstrations are anticipated throughout the visit, with groups like the Stop Trump Coalition planning protests in London and near Windsor Castle. Police are prepared for potential disruptions, ensuring public safety while managing these demonstrations. What a packed show! We've covered royalty, relationships, and high-stakes political visits. Stick around for our lightning recap, and don't forget to subscribe. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We've journeyed to King Charles' secret Transylvanian haven, explored the hopeful reconciliation between Prince Harry and King Charles, and detailed the massive security operation for Donald Trump's UK visit. Don't miss out on any of our exclusive updates. Make sure you're subscribed to Shiny Now, hit that notification bell, give this video a thumbs up, and follow us on all our social channels for more. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.